If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Instagram. If you just want to say what up, if you want to tell me you love my videos, you can tell me that you hate my videos, but the best way to do that is on Instagram. Peace, y'all. Johnny Fastlane here. So, Nick Cannon says he loves Eminem's flow, and Ebro celebrates the fact that he was right about 6ix9ine. DC Young Fly turns down Wildin' Out, and did y'all watch the BET Awards last night? Let's talk hip-hop.
Nick Cannon Radio, y'all. We going all the way up. It's time. You know I love it. It's my favorite time. World famous top 5.
Alright, yo, this is dope, right? Because Nick Cannon was talking about the top 5 flows on his podcast, right? And when he says the top 5 flows, he doesn't mean the top 5 rappers who rap the best, right? He also doesn't mean his top 5 favorite rappers, but in his opinion, who has the top 5 best flows in hip-hop, which means their cadence on the track, their voice, and shit like that. Not what they say, but their flow, their voice, their cadence, how they deliver their rhymes on the track, right? So anyway, Nick Cannon goes with his top 5, right? So off the top, number 5, he says Bizzy Bone, right? Which is cool. Bizzy Bone, 1/4 for Bone Thugs and Harmony, and a lot of people say that Bizzy Bone is actually the one who started this like melodic, kind of fast rapping kind of flow. All right, so cool. Bizzy Bone, dope, no problem, right? Number 4, he picks the Migos, all 4 of them. I mean, all 3 of them, because he's like, I don't know if it's Takeoff, Quavo, or Offset, so I'm just picking all 3 of the Migos as number 4 because they changed hip hop and the flow, and pretty much a lot of people in hip-hop right now have their same flow, right? He also said, all right, cool, honorable mention, Biggie's flow, because Biggie hit him with the slow flows, remarkable, and he said Biggie is dope with the slow flow, right? Number 3, he said E40, right, which is dope. Now, E40 is his personal opinion, and E40 has a dope flow, and he has his own flow, and nobody really tried to copy E40's flow, but he's still fire, right? Number 2, he says Snoop Dogg's flow, because Snoop is fire too, and Snoop also has that slow flow. Again, he said it's not about being the best rapper, it's about being a dope ass or having a dope ass flow, right? He also said that Snoop probably was rapping like that slowly because he was high, right? And then he says number 1, he says, I know this is going to be controversial, but number 1, the best flow in his opinion in the rap game is Eminem, right? Which is crazy as hell because Eminem and Nick Cannon had beef for like the last 10 years over Mariah Carey until very recently when Nick Cannon interviewed Royce 6ix9ine, and both of them was like, you know what, that Eminem beef is water under the bridge, right? To the point where Nick Cannon's like, fuck it, yo, I don't got no hate in my heart. The number 1 rapper with the best flow in hip hop to me is Eminem, right? Which is crazy as hell. You know Royce is gonna see that, Eminem's gonna see that, Eminem's gonna feel good about himself, and I just want to know, like, who is Eminem gonna beef with now that Lord Jamar and Nick Cannon are both cool with him, right? I mean, you still got Machine Gun Kelly, but you get my point, right? But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Alright, so Ebro Darden, or Old Man Ebro, or Ebro from Hot 97, celebrates the fact that he was right about 6ix9ine's career, right? So y'all know the whole situation is Ebro from Hot 97 is one of those, radio show hosts that was like, I'm not interviewing 6ix9ine at all, right? And this is back when 6ix9ine, like 2018, even 2017, when 6ix9ine was just coming out, Ebro was very vocal in the fact that he didn't like 6ix9ine because he felt like 6ix9ine was perpetuating and glorifying gang violence, right? Which 6ix9ine definitely was doing that, but a lot of other rappers do it too. From Casanova 2 Times to Fetty Luciano to Pop Smoke and Fabio Foreign, Snoop Dogg, shit, YG. A lot of people, even Lil Wayne and Birdman, The Game, a lot of rappers perpetuate and glorify gang violence, right? Why Ebro was picking on 6ix9ine specifically is beyond me. But anyway, so Ebro is, kind of has a chip on his shoulders because he doesn't like younger artists. So maybe that's why, right? So when Lil Uzi Vert came up to Hot 97, whatever young artist that would sit down with Ebro would give him a very hard time. Now, I interview rappers just like Ebro interviews rappers, right? But I'm not here to try to set nobody up. Also, I don't interview rappers on the level that Ebro does. He interviews rappers on a way higher level than I do. I'm trying to build up my career, so I'm definitely not trying to set rappers up or trap them into saying something that they wouldn't normally say, right? On the other hand, Ebro don't give a fuck, right? So Lil Uzi Vert sits down with Ebro, and Ebro kind of gets at Lil Uzi Vert and says, you ain't gonna be around in a few years, blah, blah, blah. Making Lil Uzi Vert very uncomfortable, right? Ebro also sat down with Kodak Black and got at him, kept on asking him about old court cases and stuff that he had, to the point where Kodak Black got up and walked out of the interview, right? This just kind of gives you a little bit of background of how Ebro treats younger rappers, right? Unlike, Charlemagne, who did sit down with 6ix9ine, or Angie Martinez, who did sit down with 6ix9ine, and even if they didn't like 6ix9ine or agree with what he represented, they sat down with them because of ratings, because at that point 6ix9ine was the hottest artist in New York and in hip hop, right? Ebro said no, but he still used 6ix9ine's name to get ratings and clout and views, because every time 6ix9ine did something, Ebro had an opinion and something to say about it, right? So whatever the case may be. So Ebro goes on Twitter to celebrate the fact that he was right about 6ix9ine. He says, name an artist that was popping in the last 3 years that's completely finished right now. I'll start. Tekashi 6ix9ine, right? Now, in this specific instance, Ebro was dead right? 6ix9ine then went to jail. He done snitched on everybody. He came out. When he first came out, people were jacking it, but just because they wanted to see the train wreck. But now people are kind of over it, like, I don't really care about 6ix9ine. Nobody's really checking for him. So Ebro was dead right. But I mean, come on. If you shoot at or try to get at every single young artist that comes up there that you interview, I mean, it's the law of averages. You're gonna be right one time out of 10, so you was right about 6ix9ine. Congratulations, you know what I'm saying? But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.
I wanted to be like given to me from the OG.
From Nick, got it.
All right, so y'all know a couple months ago, Nick Cannon said some comments about Jewish people, right? Basically, he said black men are the original Jew, right? And a lot of Jewish people were very upset, to the point where Nick Cannon got semi-canceled, right? Or he really did get canceled by Viacom, where they stopped him from being a host on The Masked Singer, and they also completely canceled his show Wildin' Out, which is on MTV, which is owned by Viacom, right? So anyway, they want to try to bring Wildin' Out back though, because that happened a couple months ago, and even though they don't want Nick Cannon to host it, they're thinking about getting somebody else to host it. So naturally, they're looking at DC Young Fly, and as a matter of fact, corporate, they were actually grooming DC Young Fly to host Wildin' Out when Nick Cannon decided to move on anyway, right? And Nick Cannon actually kind of wanted DC Young Fly to host Wildin' Out when he outgrew Wildin' Out. But the whole situation is, now that they canceled Nick Cannon off of Wildin' Out, corporate is like, yo, DC Young Fly, now you're up, right? And DC Young Fly actually turned it down. He said, nah, I don't want it that way, especially because I know that all you want is me to host it so that you guys can continue making money. Let's say I misspoke or misspeak or say something that you guys don't like, then I'm fired too, right? And he said, yeah, DC Young Fly even admitted it, right? He said, yes, I do agree that they were grooming me to be a host of Wildin' Out, but I want it the right way. I want my big brother, Nick Cannon, to pass it down to me the right way. If he doesn't pass it down to me, I don't want it. I'm not trying to just take it from corporate or go behind his back or whatever like that, right? And he kind of said that, Wildin' Out is a family, from the security guards to the people checking, people's tickets, to the people holding the ropes and the lights and the stuff on stage. Everybody is a family. So he said to him, going to Wildin' Out every day is not like going to work. It's more like going to school, where you get to go hang out with your friends and, talk shit in the lunchroom and freestyle and hang out in the hall. And he says, and the principal of that school is Nick Cannon, and that he has loyalty to Nick Cannon, and he ain't finna just go be the host of the show just because Nick Cannon can't be, right? And that's real nigga shit. That's dope nigga shit, and you standing by Nick Cannon. He also said that when he auditioned for Wildin' Out, that corporate told him no, that actually he didn't get the position for Wildin' Out at first. Then Nick Cannon actually hired him and said, nah, I need DC Young Fly to be on Wildin' Out, and so they were like, fine. So because of all of that, nah, DC Young Fly is not about to go behind Nick Cannon's back and host Wildin' Out, which is Nick Cannon's show. And I think that's dope and honorable, right? Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Alright, so last night was the BET Hip Hop Awards, right? And it was fire, right? The City Girls performed, they performed Pussy Talk. Doja Cat wasn't there, which was a little weird. That was JT's first performance since she got out of jail, which was dope. And so basically they didn't do it like in the arena like they usually do, but they had like little, performances set up with just the artists by themselves that were pre-recorded. And then, DC Young Fly and the other 85 South crew, they hosted the whole situation. They were kind of like in a studio. Rhapsody was there. A few people were there. Lil Baby performed. It was really dope, right? One of the highlights for me was the ciphers, like always, but Erykah Badu did his fire-ass soul cipher where Brandy was in there, Tiana Taylor, it was fire as hell, right? Also, one of the things that was crazy last night is that DaBaby was nominated for 12 awards and lost all of them, right? But DaBaby ain't tripping. He said it's all good. BET loves Baby, and he ain't mad at that at all, right? Which is kind of crazy that they would nominate him for 12 awards and not give him even just one, right? But the person that cleaned up last night was Megan Thee Stallion. So I'm just gonna run through some of the awards that people won last night, right? So Meg Thee Stallion won for Hustler of the Year. Meg Thee Stallion won for Hip Hop Artist of the Year. Meg Thee Stallion and Beyonce won for the Best Collaboration of the Year for Savage Remix. Pop Smoke won for Best New Artist. Lil Baby won for Impact Track for The Bigger Picture. Beyonce won Sweet 16, which is the Best Feature for the song that she did with Meg Thee Stallion. Meg Thee Stallion and Beyonce won for another Best Collaboration, right? Chris Brown and Young Thug won for Best Duo, Slime and B, so that's dope. Travis Scott won for Best Live Performer, which he absolutely should win that. Travis Scott is like the damn Michael Jackson of hip hop with his performances, right? Roddy Ricch won for Best Song of the Year for The Box, right? Which is dope. I don't think that anybody here doesn't deserve to get the award that they deserved, but I also think that DaBaby should at least have walked away with one award, right? But it's all good. It's always next year, and like DaBaby said, he ain't tripping at all, right? But let me know what you think about this and everything in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Follow me at Johnny Fastlane on Instagram, and y'all already know what to do. Peace.